Hi guys, and welcome to our last video of the 8-week body redesign. I'm really hoping that you've kind of taken on board everything we've given you. You're really starting to see the kind of changes in your body shape that you're after, and you kind of got a good clear understanding of how to improve the health of yourselves and your loved ones in order to keep your body in optimum health and to keep that fat loss furnace burning. So what I want to do is I just want to go over the main concepts of what we've gone through over the last 12 weeks. So that's the 28-day fat furnace plus your 8-week redesign, and the whole sort of 3-step process of the weight loss system that we use as an Elevate coach. So basically, the human body is made up of 50 trillion cells, so therefore your overall health is a direct reflection of the health of your cells. We know that the healthy cells therefore will make healthy tissues, which will make healthy organs, which will make a healthy body, and a healthy body is a fat-free body. Remember, you can be fit and fat, but you can't be healthy and fat. What we're trying to do is get you as healthy as we possibly can to improve the longevity of your life, of yourself, your loved ones, and obviously keep that fat at bay. Alright? So the step 1 was the cleanse. We needed to cleanse your body. So the 28-day fat furnace, the beginning of that, we did a 21-day cleanse where we did the Healthy Starter program and also the elimination diet. Now remember, in the past video we said that we would do a cleanse about every about 2 to 3 times a year. So you could do it 4 times, but 2 to 3 times a year is the recommended amount that you would want to do a cleanse. I personally do a cleanse a couple of times a year myself, and really this is designed, remember, yes, it's great to do at the beginning of a weight loss program, but it's designed to improve the health of your cells. It's designed to open up the elimination pathways to drive that toxicity out of your cells, and that's a job that really does need a little bit of help in the supplementation. The liquid chlorophyll is something you can take all year round, and what we said was that it's got a very similar chemical structure to the hemoglobin, which is part of the red blood cells that carry oxygen around the system. So it alkalizes your system and also gives you more energy. So it's a great drink just to throw into your water and have that all the time. Then the bifidobacillus you will have after every cleanse, and then of course if you have any digestive issues it might be something to continue, but definitely have it to restore all that healthy bacteria after you've done a cleanse. Okay. Now the elimination diet, you want to be 100% on elimination every time you do the cleanse. So when you do it 2-3 times a year, go 100% elimination. That's eliminating all those fat storage triggers, so alcohol, caffeine, red meat, sugar, etc. And following on from that, you can then stick to it sort of 80-90% of the time. So following the cleanse, we go on to step 2, where we introduce some other supplements and some nutrition that will help assist your body systems. Remember, your body is just a chain, okay? So you've got body systems including your circulatory system, your nervous system, your digestive system, etc. And you're only as strong as your weakest link. So we kind of identified through a lifestyle analysis what your weakest link was, and looked at including that with our daily essentials. So if you remember, and what you should be having at the moment are your super supplemental to fill the gaps of daily nutrition, your omegas to obviously coat the cells, and your antioxidant, which will protect your cells against free radical damage. So you did a 90-day protocol which included the key system product to help with whatever system was run down following the lifestyle analysis. Now after that 90 days, what you want to do is go back to elevatenutrition.co.uk and do a lifestyle analysis again and see how that's improved. You may need another system may be identified, or it might be that everything is running really like clockwork and you can just continue with your daily essentials, or focus on something else that might be amiss. You know, when we talked about the other things like metabolism and digestion, which we're going to go through a little bit in some detail. So after the 90-day protocol, redo the lifestyle analysis, and then you'll be working on something else maybe. Remember that not all supplements are the same, okay? Your supplements have to be organic. Nature's Sunshine, we partnered up with them because they're organic plus. What that means is that they will actually test organic foods to make sure there's no residues in that, so it's organic plus. Obviously there need to be supplements that are pharmaceutical standard, and you know, in my professional opinion, it wants to be food state, so no synthetic buffers or anything like that. So obviously you have free choice to go and get your supplements from anywhere. I highly recommend you use Nature's Sunshine. You go to elevatenutrition.co.uk so we can keep track of what you're ordering and what you're working on, and then we can obviously keep you updated and give you some information on the body systems that you're working on. We're always here to educate you on why you're, you know, on what you're doing and why your systems are run down a little bit. So it gives us a great way of keeping that communication pathway between us and yourselves along your journey for life. We really want to help you and help you in all ways possible. So yeah, please remember that the quality and the integrity of Nature's Sunshine really is phenomenal, and you know, that's why we've partnered with them. The quality control procedures in place really are like nothing else. They were the first to escapulate herbs, and I think it's testament to them that they're still going strong, and they have a massive network of professional nutritionists, dietitian, fitness experts, doctors that really love their products, and I think you should continue to use them all the time. Obviously, if you want to, as I've mentioned before, if you'd like to come on board as a preferred customer, get it shipped out to you monthly. That will actually reduce your costs, and it kind of makes you accountable because you're getting it every month, and it will make sure that you keep on top of them, taking your daily essentials. It's really going to keep your body system ticking over, and you know, keeping all those cells running really smoothly. Okay. So obviously we talked about digestion. So once we get through the cleanse, we want to be having those bifidobacillus to help with the gut. Digestion is probably one of the most important and yet overlooked body systems that we really must get in check to lose weight. So remember that the food that's on your plate, that's not nutrition. Nutrition is that you've got healthy food in your cupboards, that you cook really healthy, that you then chew your food and get the digestive system working, you assimilate all your food and you excrete all the waste. That's good digestion, that's good nutrition, that's what's going to keep you healthy. So if you need a little bit of help with your digestive tract, then obviously what we discussed was that you get food enzymes or maybe some fibre in your diet to help with that. It might be that you don't need anything, and then that's great, you just carry on with your daily essentials and with your nutritional plan. We also spoke about cellular fluid and the importance of keeping your system nice and alkaline. So selecting 80% of your food from alkaline sources, making sure that you maybe take some greens drinks like the chlorophyll, you filter your water. You could have some bicarbonate soda with lemon or some alkalizing salts in the morning to really keep that blood alkaline and keep you disease free. So we're avoiding kind of tap water, and remember we're going more organic rather than going for your average supermarket foods. Yeah. So that will keep your cellular fluid nice and alkaline, because remember, the health of your cells only, well, the healthier cells are only as healthy as the fluids that they swim in. Okay, so if you recall the fish tank story that I spoke about, the fish were dying not because we weren't feeding them, but because we weren't cleaning them. Yeah, so we weren't cleaning the fish tank and they were dying. So think of the fish as cells, and you've got to keep that tank, which is your body fluid, nice and clean and healthy. We want to really boost your metabolism by keeping your thyroid gland nice and healthy, because remember that's the master driver of your metabolism. So therefore you want to really reduce the acidic foods, so 20% from acidic foods maximum. You want to reduce the mercury fillings, because that's quite poisonous and really sort of makes our metabolism sluggish. And obviously we avoid the tap water, as we've discussed. If you need to boost your metabolism, if you think that it's a bit sluggish and that thyroid's not working properly from what we've discussed, then there is kelp and hops, which have iodine. You can get selenium, which we discussed as a great antioxidant, and with vitamin E is phenomenal for anti-aging. So selenium vitamin E is a great supplement to take to boost your metabolism and obviously stave off the aging process. So it's a really good thing to be taking. And also magnesium. We talked about magnesium being used in over 300 chemical reactions in the body, so it's going to boost your metabolism. It's also a great muscle relaxant, so it's good to help you sleep. It's good to help those kind of muscle soreness, aches and pains and things. And when it's much better if you take it with calcium. So we talked about the magnesium calcium supplement, so that you can really improve the health of your bones and improve the health of your system. So after the 90-day protocol and you work on your key system, think about maybe adding selenium and vitamin E or magnesium in to boost your metabolism. So there's a couple of things that you might want to add to your dailies just to really keep yourself ticking through nicely. So after we've gone on to carb cycling over the last 4 weeks. We've been doing carb cycling, and we've been introducing some more weight training, which has been pretty intense for you, but obviously really good in terms of changing your body shape. So carb cycling was all about, we still looked at the portion control, and we still looked at timing, but it was just the combinations of carbohydrates. So on the low fat days you didn't have any carbs, on the moderate carb days you just had carbohydrate from vegetables and some fruit, and then you introduced starchy carbohydrates for your high carb days. Now if you wanted to continue carb cycling, that's fine, but you just got to remember that you do need to train heavy with weights on your high carb days, otherwise you're not really going to get some fat loss benefits. You can maintain your weight on carb cycling, so if you're happy where you are now and you'd rather carb cycle than just stick to a moderate carb day diet, then that's fine. You can do that, and you will just tick through. But if you're still looking to make some changes in your weight and your body shape, then you need to make sure that you're training hard on the high carb days. You're perhaps easing off and doing some cardiovascular work on low carb days, and then you're going for MRT, metabolic resistance training, on those moderate carb days. Yeah, we talked about the importance of getting that leptin working. So leptin kind of lowers over a 7-day period, and so that's why we said it's important to introduce cheat days every 7 days. So you don't want to do it any more than that. If you're looking to change body shape, then you want to be having a cheat day or it's a cheat meal actually every 7 days. So it's when your leptin levels come quite low, and what you'll do is you'll spike your leptin so that you'll then really spark off your fat loss again. If you're actually quite happy where your weight is now and you want to maintain, then all you need to do is you can cheat 85–90% of the time. So that will give you a good kind of 3 to 4 cheat meals a week, depending on how many meals that you're having, obviously on a day-to-day basis. Okay. When you eat out on a cheat day, what I would advise you to do is still not drink the wine and the bread and the pasta and the red meat when you're eliminating, because these things do run down your system really so much, and you want to add this kind of water and the protein the salad and vegetables, you still want to add those in when eating out. But you know, you could, if you're moderate and you do want to continue basically as you are, then you can introduce anything you like from the elimination list. Okay, so you can drink anything you like from that elimination list, and you know, make sure that the cheat meal is in one sitting. So if you are going to introduce red meat, you are going to introduce rice or pasta or wine or whatever it might be, it's one sitting. It's not a full day of binging, okay, because this is really going to upset things. Make sure that you still eat protein first, as this will help break down the fatty acids, okay, and just introduce loads of water, loads of protein, loads of salads and vegetables, you know, and just enjoy your cheat meal, and make sure that that's, as I say, if it's maintaining, 80%, 90% of the time you want to be eating clean, so you can have, you know, 3 or 4 cheat meals a week will be about right, depending on how many meals you have. And then if you're still trying to lose weight, every 7 have a cheat day, no more no less, every 7 days. It's important because it will give you a psychological break, but it will also boost your weight loss. Okay, so what now? Right, there is a stage 3 now. Obviously, if you're happy as you are and you just want to maintain, then you've got the cookbook, which you've hopefully downloaded now, and you remain on this sort of 80-90% of the time, as I say, and exercise, you know, 2-3 times a week, and that will maintain your body shape as it is. You you know, you won't put any weight on, and you'll stay as you are, really. Okay. But if you're looking still to make some changes, then you can go into step 3. Step 3 is all about hormone optimization. So if step 1 was a cleanse, step 2 was the 90-day protocol to get your body systems in check and kind of get your hormones, kind of start the hormone optimization process. But now we talk about hormone optimization in full steam ahead. Okay, so what we're looking for is to kind of identify where your body fat is, and then with hormone manipulation can kind of shred fat from those stubborn areas. Okay, now we all probably are holding fat in certain areas, and it's all due to hormones. So if you're carrying weight around your bum and thighs as a woman, or if you're carrying weight in your chest as a man, then it is estrogen dominance, and there's lots of things you can do to, you know, cut the estrogen levels down in order that you strip fat away from those problem areas. So I know spot reducing, a lot of PTs will say that it's not, you can't spot reduce. You can't spot reduce from exercise alone. It has to be nutrition based, it has to be hormone manipulation, and that's what you do in this stage. Okay, same thing for belly fat, same thing for love handles and muffin top areas. So if you're wanting to really strip fat from stubborn areas now, you've noticed that you're in really good shape, but there's just these areas where you, for love nor money, you won't strip fat away from, then you want to download one of those relevant books. So if you're storing it around hips and thighs for a woman, then obviously grab that book. Same for belly fat, same for muffin top. So if you've got weight kind of over the top of your jeans or around your love handle area, then grab that one. And it goes through a full protocol. So you'll continue to do your carb cycling, which you've been used to doing for the last 4 days. And then there's some extra things in there to help shred the fat away from those areas. So if you do that, good luck with it. We'll know that you've downloaded it, and we'll be straight on with a video which will keep you ticking things through really well. Whatever you do, I'd like you to keep us updated. So just hook yourselves up with the Elevate Diet Club, okay? Because if you've done this program, then you can go into the 90-day. You can go into the Elevate Diet Club for free for life. So you'll be able to use the forum. You'll be able to talk to us. We'll be posting videos and downloads and all sorts of stuff on there all the time. And it's just as a thank you for you for coming along this journey with us. Keep up to date with us on Facebook. We're always posting recipes and exercise suggestions on there. Keep us up to date with how you're doing. Follow us on YouTube. We've got a YouTube channel, Elevate Wellness. We post loads of exercises on there. And you know, from this day forward, just really take hold of your health, for yourself, your loved ones. I wish you a very happy, healthy life, and thanks again for letting me share some of my knowledge with you. I hope you've really enjoyed it. Thanks again, guys. Bye bye.